everybody. Welcome to another Facebook Live. I'll give you a few minutes to jump on and we will get started. We have some really cute cards. I'll give you a sneak peek while we're waiting for people to join in. 1 second. Yes, that is one of the cards right there. So tell me, what have you all been working on today? I had to work today, so not much playtime, but that's okay. We get our playtime on the weekends and in the evening. Hopefully some of you can join me tonight because we are going to make some St. Patty's Day cards. And I know I'm a little late getting on. I was watching my friend Arlena's Facebook Live where she made a beautiful Get Well Soon card. And I'll have her add her link here, so if you didn't see that, you can go back and check it out. It's really cute. Okay, hopefully we're streaming here. Looks like we are. I'll just wait a few minutes and then I'll go ahead and get started. If you join, let me know that you're on. I try to monitor it from both my page and my group. I put some instructions on my group, so if you follow those instructions, I can actually see your name when it comes up as a user. On my page, I cannot see who you are until you comment. It just does not allow me to. And YouTube, I always go back and I check the comments afterwards. Now, Facebook is going to be making some changes in April where they may not let me stream directly to my group page here. So if you are not part of my YouTube channel yet, I would encourage you to do that as a precautionary measure so you don't miss out on any of these great projects that we're making. Okay, I see a few people here. Let's see who jumped on. Give me 1 second here. Just checking my phone. You know, we have to have 25 devices nowadays, right? In order to see everything at once. All right, Mary Jean, I see you. Welcome, welcome. Alicia, I see you. And Chris and Tina, welcome, ladies. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. As I mentioned, I have a really cute card to share with you tonight. Actually, I have 3 of them. This is the first one we're going to be making. And this paper, you know, I don't know if you guys have looked through any of the catalogs, but if you have, you'll notice that we don't have many St. Patty's Day papers. And this is a good one. And this is one of the celebration paper packs. I'm going to tell you what page it's on so that if you want to see the rest of it, you can. Let's see here. It is called, I always get the names mixed up, so that's why, because to me it seems like sunshine and rainbows, but it's not. It's called Sunny Days, and it would be on page 5 of your little catalog here. You get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 designs. It uses several different colors: basic black, crushed curry, petal pink, pool party, poppy parade, and shaded spruce. This also goes very well with the Bright Skies bundle. Now, I have to say I'm not using that bundle tonight. Instead, I am using a couple different stamp sets. I'm using Charming Sentiments. I am using Trucking Along. And where did my little cows go? I have cows here somewhere, folks. And here they are. They're the cutest cows. So we're going to be using that one as well. Along with some of my favorite dies, Country Corner dies. We're going to be using those. We are going to be using the die set that comes with the Charming Sentiments. And with the truck, we're going to be using the punch. And with the cows, we're going to be using the punch. And then my favorite set of dies. I mean, I could own probably 5 sets of these. I use it that much. So we're going to be using these as well. And this is in the annual catalog. I think it's called Stylish Shapes. Let me just pull that up for you. I haven't figured out yet why I cannot do a live without dropping my stuff on the floor. But these are called Stylish Shapes. I was correct. And you are going to find them on page 26 of your annual catalog. Okay, before we get started, do not forget about this wonderful promotion. On this promotion, you get a pack of new embellishments. You're going to get 5 cards and 24 sheets of 6x6 paper when you place a $50 order or more. That's pre-tax and shipping. The reason I'm doing this, number one, I have a lot of retired paper that I do not want to be considered to be a paper hoarder, or the short version of that, whichever you prefer. So that's one reason. Another reason is I want you to be able to take advantage of this celebration, and I want you to feel appreciated because you truly are. And I want you to have fun with this paper and make some cute cards. And sometimes, you know, you can use these papers that you have to substitute for others when making your cards. It doesn't have to be new. As a demonstrator, I try to use all new stuff. But look at these gorgeous papers in this particular pack. You know, the flowers, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Who wouldn't want that? And then you get a package of embellishments, and I try to match them up with the color. Now, these embellishments are new. They'll be out of either the annual or mini catalog, and you'll get this nice pack. And then I also give you cards in your package, and they will come with envelopes. Like this is one of the cards in this particular one. And there's a variety. These are cards that I've made for my classes, and I have so many of them. And quite honestly, I really should probably have them in a store somewhere. So if you have a store and you'd like my cards in there, just let me know. But truly, you know, it's a great gift. You'll have cards on hand that you can send out when you feel like. And I will send you one of these when you place a $50 order using the host code. And the hostess code, let me see if I can get it to come up here. One second. Oh, a little turn of events here. This is going to be your host code. So if you would like to place an order, this is a code you're going to use. Now, if you say, oh my gosh, I got to have one of those $100 celebration items, then you will get double this. So you get 2 packages of embellishments, you'll get 48 sheets of paper, and yes, you will get 10 pre-made cards. So it's an offer you cannot refuse, and this is a good way for you to finalize. We only have 9 days of celebration left. So whatever you like that's left in this catalog, or the new ones, the new items that they've added that you want to get your hands on before the sale ends, it's a good opportunity to do it and get a little extra bonus here. Now, keep in mind, you have to do this before the end of the month because this sale is done by then, okay? February 29th, even though we're in a leap year, we got 1 extra day out of it, right? You still have to have it in before the 29th. And if you don't place your orders online, you would prefer to do it with me in person, you can text your order to me, or you can email me or call me if you'd like, if you have my number. If not, just message me and I'll get that to you. Okay? This cannot be combined with any other offers. So it can't be combined with my other classes or my clubs and things like that, or my retreats. This is a special offer just for extra purchases for celebration items. Okay, let's get rid of this host code. And I am going to show you this paper, and I'm going to turn you down to do that. Okay, look at this beautiful paper here. So one of them that we're going to be using tonight, I love these clouds. These clouds are beautiful. We have in here the shaded spruce. There's a little pool party, little Lost Lagoon, and then, of course, basic black. And there's even some gray in there. You flip it over, you get the pool party look, and there's some rain down here at the bottom. A real cute sheet. Another one that we're going to be using, and I'm hoping I still have a piece. Yes, I have a partial piece left. Is this really cute rainbow green patterns. And in there, You see Lost Lagoon, Pool Party, and Shaded Spruce. We are also using the reverse side. Now, if this doesn't scream St. Patty's Day, I don't know what does. Because to me, this reminds me of clover. And I know it's not the exact same shape, but it reminds me of an Irish field. Okay? Oh, gosh. Ryan is funny. What did he do? What is he posting? Oh, hi, my love. Oh, isn't that cute? Yes, he's pretty supportive. That's too funny, though. I thought, oh, God, what did he say? Sometimes he can be quite the jokester, you know. So there's those colors in there. And then it goes from there, and look at the beautiful flower prints that we have. And that's Pool Party, and then you have your Poppy Parade, it looks like. And then in the back, look at this cute little sunshine pattern. And I'm just reading your comments, Chris. And then there's this real pretty floral, and it's in like a Poppy Parade and a lighter pink. I want to say maybe Flirty Flamingo. And then you have petal pink plaid, which I love. Let's see if I can put these under here better. These cute little strawberries and little butterflies on the back. And then, you know, what would go great with our cherry punch is these cute little cherries. Look at that. Kind of reminds you of Traverse City for those of you that are from Michigan. On the back side, you have some more Pool Party. So it's a great paper pack. So I'm going to sit this out of the way so I don't drop it all over the floor. And we are going to get started here. I'm just going to pull this back. Let me see if I can move my camera out just a little bit. That's a little better. Got to get my remote out of the picture here. I have this up on a big TV monitor here in my studio. Okay, so this is our first card. And I've gone ahead tonight because I wanted to make sure, number one, that I had all the pieces. But number two, I really wanted to try to be careful and make sure that I didn't have to cut a lot. That way I can show you more cards, right? So it just made sense. Now, last night, we used an embossing folder. And let me show you what that was. And when you hear that noise, I do not have extensive gas, folks. It's my stool. Every time I move on it, it squeaks. And those of you that have been in the studio here, you know that is the case because you do it too when you're here. Okay. The embossing folder that I used, it cuts, it embosses. Let me find it here. Sorry. Let's see. It is back a few pages. Now, there's still time to join my team if you would like. I would love to see you get this beautiful glass mat and the silicone tray that comes with it. This is the set we used last night. It's called Thoughtful Moments Hybrid. And I absolutely love this set because in this set, there are little hearts, which we're using on one of our cards, and there's these little rainbows, and you actually get 2 dies. Now, when you're making this project, you need to cut out 3 of them, each color, but it goes real quick, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a moment. Okay, so here's our card. The first thing, and I'm going to try not to lose my little rainbow pieces. Who wants to lose the rainbow, right? All right. So our piece of basic black, we cut it at 5.5 by 8.5. Now it looks like my brightness is off. I apologize, folks. I just want this to be right for you guys. Let's see if this, that's a little better. There we go. All right, so basic black, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. That's our card base. Now, if you, while you're making this card, you want to put a sentiment in the inside, I would cut a piece of basic white at 5 1/4 by 4 to put in here. Okay. My next layer, if I can get it off the table here, is 5 1/4 by 4, and that is in shaded spruce. So if you're making this along with me, grab some shaded spruce out. Hey Patty, hey Chris. Sorry, I got to get my thing going here. Well, that's not working tonight. Let me grab my regular Tombow bottle and see if I can squeeze it. I didn't have it sitting. Oh, it's going to work good. I forget to turn them upside down, and I know that's an easy solution, but there we go. We got our Tombow liquid glue, and that's what I use in my other thing there too, in case you're wondering. It just helps me with my hand. I have troubles with that, so. All right, so 5 1/4 by 4, we put down this layer here. Our next layer we cut is the flowers here. And the flowers, and I got to turn over my cheat sheet. The flowers is 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. 3 3/4 is the width on this. And in case you're wondering, I usually take a sticky note and I put all my dimensions on here. And then I load this into my Stampin' Tutorial Builder. And it allows me to build a beautiful PDF that I would be able to send out to you guys. Okay, so we're going to glue this piece on. Again, 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. I forget that easily. And if you really like this rainbow paper, which I did because, you know, I was looking through the catalog and I was trying to find things for St. Patty's. And, you know, last year we were really spoiled. We had that really cute punch that sold out and the stamp set of the clover. And I loved it. And this year I was looking through there. There's not St. Patty's Day. So I thought, well, what could I use? So in the sentiment set that I'm using, which again is called Charming Sentiments, is Good Luck. And that is about as close as I could come to a St. Patty's Day. Now keep in mind, you could always use the die cut alphabet sets and you could create your own, which would be fun too. Okay, then I'm going to take my piece of black cardstock, and the black cardstock is going to be 3 1/2 by 2 3/4. And then I'm going to layer on this rainbow piece, and the rainbow piece is 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I'm just going to glue this down. And St. Patty's Day is right around the corner. I mean, if you have not made any St. Patty's Day cards, if you typically send those out, this would be great to be able to gift to somebody. And then we're just going to put liquid glue on the back of the black piece. I did not pop this up because there's quite a few layers on here and I want to be able to send this easily through the mail. So we're just going to put that on and hopefully I can get it straight without standing up. I don't look half bad, I guess. Okay, maybe I'm off on the bottom a little bit. There we go. And for those of you who don't use liquid glue, I love liquid glue because you get time to make changes. Now this piece here is going to be 4 inches wide by 1 inch, and you are just going to glue it down. So anybody working on any projects right now? Anybody trying to get caught up with their card mailings? Okay, there we go. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do, hey Christy, welcome. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add these little rainbows on here. And I will tell you, I kind of had it good, and maybe I'll try to use my, I'm going to try to get my other glue thing to open up real quick because it has a real fine tip to it. And like I said, I put my Tombow in these big bottles with the fine tip on the end. And I absolutely love it because it makes it real easy for me to to get the glue on without making a mess all over everything, especially when you're dealing with these real tiny pieces. Just give me a second. I'm going to see if I can get that. I left it open and I shouldn't have. I have a habit of doing that. How many of you guys do that? Walk away from the desk and realize, oh shoot, left my glue open. Let me see. If I got it this time. Yes, I do. And this just gives me a real fine glue line. And I'm just going to glue this down kind of close to the edge. I'm going to kind of center this first rainbow piece. And then I'm going to come in with a Lost Lagoon piece. So when you're cutting these out, when you're die cutting, you're going to cut 3 of each color, like I mentioned. Okay, and we're going to put that right in the inside of this piece. And you can kind of scooch them around a little bit. Make sure they fit. And then I'm going to come in with a pool party piece. Hey, Patty. I know a lot of you guys are enjoying nice Florida weather. I'm so jealous. Oops, I didn't spread that one apart enough. There we go. Get this over there. We want our rainbow to actually have an arc to it. There we go. I think this first one is the one I messed up on. I'm just going to see if I can pull it there. It's forgiving, so that's a good thing. All right, so we have our first rainbow on. And this is the most tedious part, is putting these little rainbows on. But I just thought, I was looking for something to put on there. And that embossing folder, this was part of it. And I thought, you know what? I love that embossing folder. It'd be nice to know that you can use it for other things, just for the other die cuts that are in there too. So that's what I did. And now we're going to take another piece of the Lost Lagoon, the next size rainbow down. We're going to stick that right in the middle here. And then we're going to take a little pool party one. Okay. And we're going to put this in the middle here. There we go. And then we have one more set to do. Okay. We're going to put that one down right about here. And I'm trying to line these up. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. I usually like to stand a little bit when trying to do this because it helps me see alignment if I'm too high or too low. So hopefully it looks all right. Hey, Alicia. Nope, I was not shopping in Frankenmuth today, although that sounds like a blast. Oh, you were shopping in Frankenmuth. Sorry, misread. Wish I was. That sounds like fun. There's so many cute little shops there. I like the one cupcake shop. And of course, I like the store that sells the wine. I think it maybe Cherry Republic, maybe it's called. Okay, now I have already stamped this, good luck, but I want to show you how easy this is. Let me grab, I didn't wipe off my stamp though, shame on me. Let me just grab a wipe here. Yeah, I was surprised how sunny it was today and how quickly our snow melted. That was beyond me. All right, so I took the shaded spruce here and then I just stamped this on my piece of basic white. And those of you who do not have this glass mat, I swear, since I got it, every single one of my images look this clear and nice when I stamp them. I'm just very grateful for it. It's made a considerable difference in my stamping. Okay, so then there are matching dies that come with this charming sentiment. So I would just lay this on and I would run it through my cut and emboss machine. And then the outcome of that is this cute little sentiment already die cut that I can use on my card. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue this sentiment onto my stitch circle, which is from the Stylish Shapes. And this circle, I can tell you which one it is. In the Stylish Shapes set, it's going to be this third smallest circle. Okay, so if you have these, that's the circle that you're going to want to use. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Whoops, and they all fall down. I'm going to grab some dimensionals, and we're going to put these on the back. Now, before I do that, I need to grab my gold. Oh, what did I do with my gold trim? See what happens when you pick up your desk? Now, let me see. Oh, it fell on the floor. That's where it went. Thank goodness you can't see the other camera because you just see my big booty sticking up in the air as I bent over to pick up this cording. And what else I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around a few times, take my ribbon shears, snip it off, and I like to kind of let it flow freely. So I'm just going to take off my dimensionals on my circle here, and I'm just going to kind of wad this up where I want it to be, like so. Put my finger on that, kind of hold it in place. Now, actually, I'm going to use a glue dot. I lied. It's just not going to stay. It's going in all different directions. So let's put a couple glue dots on there to hold it down. Hey, Arlena! Big booty. Yeah, I'm Big Booty Judy. No. No, I dropped something on the floor, so that's what happens when you drop it. You got to pick it up, right? Hey, post the link to your Facebook group too, so if people weren't able to catch your video, they can go back and watch it, because you made an adorable, that's where I was. That's why I was late, folks. It's all Arlena's fault because I was late. I was watching her make her cute card tonight. Okay, and we're just going to put this on with that glue dot. Now it's kind of held in place a little bit better for me. And then I'm going to come in here and put my good luck circle on. And that is our first card. It is that easy. And I think the gold just kind of gives it a little bit of that St. Patty's vibe. You know, because of course, who doesn't like gold? Gold coins, gold jewelry, you name it, gold, and we're all for it, right? So that was our card number 1. You guys ready for card number 2? Hey, Teresa. Hey, I'm glad your husband's doing well. Teresa's been through a lot lately, so keep her and her husband in your prayers for sure. Okay. You got to tell me if you're ready for card number 2, or I'm not going to bring it out. No thumbs up, no hearts, no comments. Tell me that you're ready. Anybody? Bueller? No, I'll go ahead and show you, I guess. I'm not feeling the love right now, people. Not feeling it. All right, so here is our second card. Oh, I bet, Teresa. I bet. Chris is ready for card number 2. Yes. Yeah, I know you guys have been through a lot, Teresa. I'm glad he's doing well. All right, Alicia's ready for card number 2. So what better than a St. Patty's Day shaded spruce cow with Cajun craze hair? I colored him with the blends. Isn't he just the cutest? I just love this little guy. I think he's so cute. All right, so how do you make them? Well, we're going to start out with, I'm going to empty my pieces here. We're going to start out with our card base, which again is 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to score it at 4.25. Okay, so that's the base. Now, I know people hate doing 8s, but I really like that it just finishes things off on this card by having this extra layer of black. So this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this piece down. I think my glue is clogging up again. Thanks, Arlena. Yeah, this cow is one of my favorite sets in the catalog. Of course, my daughter, Emily, loves cows. I mean, if you're driving down the road and she sees a cute cow, you know, you're turning around going back to get a second look at it. Christy on here, she knows that Emily loves cows. We went to her place and she has a cow. And Emily was like in seventh heaven. Now this piece of rainbows is going to be 5.25 by 4. So that's your standard layer. And we're just going to cut that here and glue it down. There we go. And that just gives us a real fine border of black all the way around. Now, I took the Country Corners die set, and we are using in this die set, you will use the third one from the largest and the second one from the largest. Okay, so these two dies. The bigger one you're going to use to cut the black, and the smaller one you're actually going to use to cut the designer series paper, a piece of white designer paper, and then the flowers that go on the bottom. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put this black through, and then you're going to get this nice black piece. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to run through a white one in the next smaller die. Then we run through a cloud piece. And you could cut this off in case you wanted to use it for another one. I'm just leaving it on there. We're going to glue the clouds to the white piece just to give it more stability. Now, do you have to do that? No, you could just do just the... If I was making a lot of them, I probably would skimp a little bit, but just to give get more out of your white cardstock if you didn't have it. The next thing is you're only going to cut the bottom of that die for this portion. And it is going to be roughly about 1.5 inches tall. And then we're just going to stick it on the bottom like so, just like that. So we're going to glue it down. These cards are real simple. They have a few parts to cut, but when you're making them and you get the outcome of this cute little cow standing in a field of green flowers with a sky with clouds, how could we ask for anything more, right? And then I'm just going to use liquid glue and put this down. Okay, I think I have that about even. And then I'm going to put liquid glue on the back side. And then we're going to center this, or close to it. Okay, there we go. And then our little stitch circle, we have another one of those, and I've stamped another good luck, and I showed you how to do this already. So we're just going to go ahead and glue that down. There we go. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back side of this to pop it up a little bit. Now, if you had some other St. Patty's sentiments, you could put those on there. I just did not have any, so this was the best I could come up with. I am using Tombow liquid glue, Teresa, and I love it. It goes a long way, number one, and it gives you time to reposition things when you need to, which I love. All right, now we're going to stamp our cow, and we sell it. It's real inexpensive. I would highly recommend it. It's, like I said, my favorite. I like it over the tape runners. You know, I need time to be able to change my mind on stuff, so this works out good for me. So I've taken my little cow body. Now I'm using the cow body, excuse me, that does not fit the punch. Now we could have them face in the other direction, and we could use the punch for both the body and the head. The way I have it set up, I'm going to use it for the head, but the body I'm going to have to fussy cut. And you guys know me, I love to fussy cut things. So if you don't, just use the opposite body and all will be good. There's our little head. Okay, set these off to the side here. And we're going to color. Now I'm using the blend duo here of Shaded Spruce Light and Shaded Spruce Dark. And we're going to color his spots in with the light. And I'll try to hurry. There's not really much detailing to this because it's kind of a cartoonish figure. So there's not much shading and stuff that can be done on it. Okay, and then I'm going to come back in with the dark. Now I wonder, what kind of milk do you think this cow would generate? Green milk? Have some Irish milk? Remember as a kid you used to get that quick stuff and you could make your drinks all different colors. I don't know about you guys, but I love to color. I find it so relaxing here. I'm probably putting you all in snooze mode right now, watching me color, but I'm trying to do it fast. I'm not taking a lot of time on it, so if I'm outside the lines a little bit, you'll have to forgive me. Got to be careful. We don't want them to have green udders, though. That would be utterly terrible. All right, I'm going to color his head here with the dark. Make sure you don't go over his little one eye open. Can you guys see this okay as I'm coloring? Hopefully you can. Yeah, I agree with you, Alicia. I love the liquid glue. And you know, I seem to be able to get so many more cards out of the liquid glue than I do a tape runner. And I don't have all of the fuss about it sticking at the wrong time or having to peel something off because I put it crooked on a piece of paper. This gives me the time I need to make adjustments. Okay, now I'm going to come in with, on his face here, I'm going to make his little mouth, nose area, I'm going to make that light green. just to kind of pop it away. Now we have to give him Cajun Craze hair, right? I mean, he is Irish, of course. So let's give him some Cajun Craze red hair there. And we want to make sure we color in his little feet. And I'm using dark pecan pie for that. I use the pecan pie blends so much. Mine are probably ready to go. That is like one of my newest favorite colors. And then his udders, we are going, or her udders, I should say, we're going to color them dark petal pink. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my cow punch, and you can get this in a bundle. And I'm going to punch out, I'm going to cut apart first. Let me grab my snips here, long stretch. I'm going to cut the head and the body apart. And I'm just going to stick my body, or my head in the punch here. And I probably got to cut some off. Oops. Come on. See what happens when you try to conserve paper. I'm going to push him around where I need him. And that fits perfect. There we go. I think I got him. It looks pretty good. And there's our head. Again, we cannot do our body in here because I use the opposite facing body. So I'm just going to cut him real quick. And he's a real easy cut. Remember, when you're fussy cutting, you turn the paper, not the scissors. Makes it so much easier. I don't want to cut off her udder. That would be very painful. Go. There we go. Coming around for his tail. Back side, voila. Got a few paper scraps on my desktop here. Let me get rid of these. And probably a few dimensional backings as well. All right, now we're ready to put dimensionals. I always put one dimensional on the back of the cow's head towards the bottom. This is truly a good luck cow. When I stamp good luck, it's on the back side. And you can kind of tip it. I kind of like to give them personality, so I kind of tip it a little sideways, like so. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on his back side, because we want him to pop up nicely. And then this goes right on here, like so. And there we have card number 2. Hopefully you guys like him. I think he's adorable. All right, everybody ready for card number 3? So this is card number 2, all completed. Completed and looking nice and happy. He's a happy cow. All right. The next card, I think, is really cute. It's the truck, And notice these little shamrocks. These are made out of the heart die that comes in that same sentiment pack. It's pretty small. But the nice thing about it is I only had to cut this out a couple times because there's 3 different shaped size hearts in here. And I just needed it 3 times, and then I had enough to put all 3 of these shamrocks together. So it worked out great. So that's the little die that comes in that sentiment embossing folder. Hey Dawn, welcome. So this is the next card that we're going to be making. And I have all these little hearts in the bottom, so I want to be very careful as I'm taking this out. This card is Shaded Spruce again, and you're going to cut it 5.5 by 8.5 and score it at 4 1/4. Then we are going to put down our next layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to glue that down. Now you wouldn't have to use the rainbow side of this either. You could easily use this pretty flower side, and it would go great with this truck too. It's cute because the stamp set has like a thing in there for Valentine's Day, for spring with flowers, and it had a Christmas tree. You know, there's lots of different things in there, but there was nothing for St. Patty's Day, so I kind of did my own thing with it. Okay, this piece is the same size as the other black piece, which is 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then I'm using this little tiny piece of cloud designer paper, which is 2 1/2 by 2 inches. Now, I did want this green cloud in here, so I was pretty specific when I was making my cuts. And I am just going to glue that down like that at the top. Come on, glue. There we go. And I'm just going to line this up. And that looks pretty good. All right, and then we're going to put ribbon around this, but before we do that, we have to do our truck, and I need to grab another piece of white paper. Let me grab a scrap piece here. Okay, scrap paper, where did I put you? Well, that is odd. I had a whole package earlier. 1 second, I see it. There we go. A piece of scrap white here. I'm going to slide this out of the way for a minute. I'm going to take my truck stamp set, and the first thing that I am going to stamp is the actual truck in my Momenta ink. Hey Deb, how are you doing? That reminds me, if you're looking for a getaway, I have an upcoming crop, March 8th through the 10th. It gives you all your meals. It provides you with your room with double occupancy, or if you have more friends, usually we can do triple too. It's up to you. And a $50 goodie bag, the use of all my Stampin' Up! Goodies that I bring along with me. And we do prizes, and you get pillow gifts, and it's a blast. Well, it's $245, and I have a few spots open, so if you're looking to get away and do something fun, just let me know, and I can send you the registration form for that. All right, so we got our truck outline stamped. Now I'm coming in with the other stamp, and this stamp set is well used for me. And of course, you know, I made the red truck to begin with, so now my stamps are kind of coated red. But we're going to make it a green truck, a shaded spruce green truck. So I'm just going to come in, and I might have to put my head in here a minute because I got to get this lined up correctly. And that looks pretty good. Oh, I didn't do half bad. I got a little bit in his window. Let me do it one more time. I pushed too hard. When I did one earlier, I missed the front part of the vehicle. So this time I wanted to make sure, and I pushed down a little bit too hard. So we'll do it again. Practice makes perfect, right? All right, let's try her again. Just gonna line it up. There, much better, much better. Winner, winner, chicken dinner on that one. Okay, now we are going to take, I like using Pebbled Path for my tires. So that's what we're using is the Pebbled Path ink. And we have our little tire stamp set. I'm just going to put this in here. And hopefully you can see me. I just line up the center circles. There. And where's my other one? I can't see it. In there. And not too shabby. We'll take it. All right. Wipe him off. Put him off to the side. And then we can grab, oh, I better shut this up because I know I'll have ink all over everything by the time we're done. I'm going to grab my truck punch now. And we are going to punch this truck out. That looks pretty good. I just don't have any strength in my hands. Okay, we'll set that aside. All right, so our little truck is going to go on the front here. Oops, see, one of those hearts escaped. He's going to go on the front right about here. So we now need our gingham ribbon before we put that down. I love, this is one of my favorite things too, is the gingham ribbon. Love this. I'm just going to tie a cute little bow on the bottom here. See if I can get it right. Not bad. Let me trim off the... There we go. My tails are on the wrong side, but we can fix that. Just got to pull it around. There we go. Much better. Okay, now we can put our truck down. I'm going to put it on dimensionals. I also have bingo next Thursday night. If anybody likes to play Stampin' Bingo, it is an absolute blast. We everybody gets a card or a kit, a Stampin' Up kit, and we play 6 rounds of bingo, and it's $40. And if you want extra cards for each game, it's $10. And usually the coverall's over $100. It usually gets way up there. So we have a fun night of it. Now I'm going to show you how to put these little hearts that I have in my goodie bag here. How to build your little clovers. So I have all these little hearts in this little envelope. I'm just going to dump them out on my desktop. And I'm just using my little take your pick end. And I'm going to start out, I'm going to pull off 3, oops, there's one glue dot. I think they're stuck in my box. Oh my goodness, look at all these glue dots I wasted. They got stuck. Sometimes transporting it puts too much pressure on it. There we go, there's 2 more. All right, set those aside. So we have our 3 glue dots. What I do is I take my heart, and I make sure they're in the right direction because sometimes they get flipped over. And I just stick their tip of their heart on the center of the glue dot, like so. I hope you can see this. Probably can't with my big fingers in there. Let me see if I can zoom us in just a little bit so you can see this. All right, try to get this in range here. All right, and then I take the other heart and we're gonna put him, oops, that's the wrong heart. Need a big one. Well, I guess he's gonna be a little lopsided. So I don't have another big one in here. I must have lost him. So we're gonna put that like that. And then earlier when I cut out the rainbows, I had all these little extra pieces. And I thought, well, that makes a great stem. So all I did is I snipped off a little piece of this rainbow and I put this on for the stem, and it even has like a little curve to it. So then I have one of my little shamrocks done here. There's that one, that one, and that one. And then we need another little piece of that green that I lost here. Let's cut that off. And you could do as many of these as you want. You don't have to do 3 of them if you don't want to. Okay, so there's 2 done. And now I have one more glue dot that's probably stuck on the back of something. Maybe not, maybe he's over here. Nope. Oh, I see it. Yep, Always get stuck to something. And then I'm gonna do one with these little tiny hearts. And this one, I'm gonna make it a 4-leaf. We'll have some fun with it. Get down there, glue dot. Not done with you yet. There we go. And then we'll take a little bit of this stem. And we'll put this on the bottom like so. There we go. Okay, so we have our little shamrocks. Now I'm just going to carefully peel up these glue dots and pray that they all stay together. I might have to do some reconstruction. And I just made them, oops, I'm pulling my glue dot, like so. And then we'll put this little one on. And the glue dot kind of holds them together, and then I just have to rearrange them a little bit. Oops, that one I pulled right off. Stuck to my finger. Should have used my other half of my take your pick tool. We'll get them back together. Well, I think we will. Maybe by tomorrow afternoon. Problem is it's stuck to my finger, And I'm transferring it from one finger to the other finger in the hopes that eventually it just won't stick anymore. There we go. Put that on like that. Rearrange my hearts just a little bit here. There. And now I have a third one, but I don't even know if I'm going to use that one right now because I want to show you next how I made the little gold coins in here. I took the monkey punch and I used these little pieces. I don't even know. Oh, that's the cow punch. That's why it's not right. I looked at that. I'm like, that's not right. Monkey, cow, big difference. I use these little circles here to punch out 3 gold coins. And we'll do one more. There. Let me get all these junk pieces off my desktop so you can see. So the monkey punch, I like using this for a lot of different things, but not the cow punch, the monkey punch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick these up with my take your pick tool again. And come on, glue. There we go. I'm going to put a little glue on that side. And hopefully not get it stuck to my finger. You guys are probably having comedy hour laughing at me. I'm going to stick these down. I think I'm going to stick it down. Maybe by tomorrow I'm going to stick it down. I know. Let me put the glue there. And then when I pick this up, it'll be right where I want it. And I'm just putting these little things in to make them look like a pile of gold in the back end of the truck. This guy is well to do with all of these gold pieces in there. And you could stack them. You could make a mountain out of them if you wanted to. But that's what it looks like. Isn't that cute with the gold in there? And then we're going to glue this piece down to our card base. Straighten up my bow here before we do that. And I'm going to kind of put it off to the side a little bit. Just like this. And then we have, move some of this stuff out of the way. And then we have another stitch circle and another good luck. And again, if you had other St. Patty's Day sentiments you could put in there. And then we're going to grab a couple dimensionals again. Set over here. There we go. All right, and this goes up or down. We could put it up here too. I kind of like that. So either place. Which do you guys like it better, up or down? I think maybe the way I have it off to the side here, we almost have to go down right now. But up, I think it would be just as cute. Hey, Internet, welcome. We're almost done with our third card, so you may have to go back and watch the replay. But this is our third card using the Trucking Along bundle. So our cards for tonight, let me bring them all back. So we made 2 of the trucks. We made 2 of these adorable looking cows. And we made 2 of these rainbow Luck of the Irish cards. And this is all using that celebration pack of paper. Don't forget, if you want this, you only have 9 days left to get it. And it's using, again, the Sunny Days 12 by 12 pack of paper on page 5 of the celebration brochure. Okay? So, hope you guys love the cards tonight. Don't forget the ordering special, okay? So if you place an order, you want to use this host code, because the host code, when you place your $50 order, is going to give you this extra gift from, excuse me, need a drink. It's going to give you this extra gift from me. 24 sheets of paper, 5 homemade cards, and a brand new embellishment either from the annual catalog or the mini catalog. If you place a $100 order, I double this. And this is my gift to you for supporting my business and for enjoying celebration. Sorry, I'm a little choked up here. So make sure you use that host code. I'm going to try to put together a tutorial for these cards. So if you missed tonight and you want all the measurements in a written tutorial, I'll have that available. I just got to get some time here to type it up. And I hope you enjoyed this. Tune in tomorrow night, because I will have yet another celebration item to go over with you and show you what it looks like and how you can use it with other bundles and stamp sets in the catalog. And I appreciate you joining tonight, and I will see you tomorrow night, probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock again. And I will see you then. Take care. Thanks again for joining.